They're lying to you, and you need to know this. Here on YouTube there are tons of liars. Poor dropshipping has been mistreated. Hello everyone! Today I want to finally debunk the lies circulating on social media about dropshipping. It's not bad for getting started, though only for getting started. And I've discussed this in other videos. You can check this one out, for example. Here on YouTube there are tons of liars who misrepresent expenses, profits, and even the difficulties involved. But let's take it step by step and start with the number one. With dropshipping, you can get rich quickly. That's not true. And it never has been. Yet it has been sold by YouTubers as a side hustle. In reality, the figures they mention are rarely accurate. Today, in 2024, Facebook ads cost more. And if you do it as a side hustle chasing trends, you are sure to burn through a lot of money. You actually need to work very hard with dropshipping. You can really build a store in a day and expect sales as soon as you launch the ads. Anyone selling you this business model is scamming you. Keep that in mind. The big brands that have been founded using dropshipping like Mnal or Gymshark make several $1 million a year in revenue because they worked hard. No one becomes a multimillionaire by opening and closing stores at lightning speed. That's not how they made their money, if they even made any. Another falsehood is that you can start dropshipping at zero cost without any capital. And no, that's not quite true, because to be honest, there is no business that costs nothing. As a minimum, you need to register your business, and there are costs involved in that. It's true that with dropshipping, you don't have to spend on bulk inventory, but you still have to cover some expenses. Like any online business, there's the cost of your store, such as Shopify or WooCommerce, which will set you back around $40 monthly. Then you have to pay for your store's domain, which is literally the address of your store. Prices have gone up recently and now range between $15 to $16 per year. If you want to have a shot in dropshipping in 2024, you need to purchase at least one prototype of the product you are selling. But the biggest expense is ads and marketing. Unfortunately, ad costs have also increased lately. So, like any business, you need some initial capital. The good thing is that you can start with a low amount of capital. You don't need $50,000 or $100,000 to begin making your first sales. And then another lie circulating online. You can sell anything anywhere. It would be nice if it were true, but in reality, it depends on the type of product and the type of buyers. For instance, in some countries people are more accustomed to shopping online, while in others, people are more skeptical. Not to mention the competition has skyrocketed during the pandemic. You need to sell the right product to the right people. And if you want to know how to do it, I'll explain it in the lesson on this Thursday. Streaming here on this channel. That said, it doesn't mean that dropshipping is dead. Rather, for me, dropshipping as a side hustle is dead. Now you have to get serious. If you really want to make a lot of money, you need to put in the effort. It must be your number one priority. Let's move on. Slow shipping times, especially if you use AliExpress. This is absolutely not true, especially in 2024. In fact, AliExpress has organized its logistics not only within the country, but also in key countries where it sells the most, even in remote places like the Canary Islands. Sorry, Canaries, no offense, but it's really difficult to shop online there. And their packages arrive in 2 weeks. Just to give you a real example. In countries like the United States, shipping times have significantly shortened into about 1 week to 10 days. This is because they have made agreements with local couriers who delivers only AliExpress packages almost 7 days a week. They have become really efficient. However, it's important to always pay attention to the seller you choose on AliExpress. I've also discussed this topic in another video and in my in-depth course on everything you need to know about AliExpress as a supplier for dropshipping. If you want to know more, there is a link below in the description. Another big lie is that it's easy to do. As I mentioned earlier, in my opinion, as a side hustle is dead. And it was never truly easy. You still had to spend hours searching for the right product. And ads were never a walk in the park either. There really is no such a thing as an easy business. But you can certainly dedicate yourself to a business where you feel you excel. And with that, I don't mean a business that you enjoy. Because often the business we are good at doesn't align with what we like to do. They are two completely different things. And what we enjoy in doing doesn't always make money. I would say almost never. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Every Tuesday I host a free live business lesson and answer questions from subscribers. It's basically a free consultation. If you want to know more, you can find the information in the description below. Thanks for watching and see you soon!